Yeah. All right, guys. We're doing a quick little channel update. Wait for a few people to get in here. So, for those of you who are subscribed to the Grand Solar Minimum channel, we apologize for the lack of reporting for the past several days. We are in the middle of a huge project, and the internet situation did not get resolved like it was supposed to today. We do expect to be able to be in an area where we will have our high-speed internet return to normal by Saturday, possibly even Friday night. And then throughout the week, next week, we will once again, unfortunately, suspend broadcasting unless we do it from like how we're doing it right now. Unfortunately, that's not kosher for me. And for those of you who've been subscribers to this channel for a while, we try to make our broadcast informative as possible with visuals and explanations of what we're talking about. And unfortunately, we're just not able to do that right at this time. I did want to quickly mention that our solar wind speeds are at a mild 387 kilometers per second with a density of 12.9. We had a sunspot yesterday, very tiny one, disappeared today. We're back to zero again. That's 112 days without sunspots in 2018. And if you guys get a chance to check out the SDO, you'll see that large facing coronal hole. NOAA says there's a 65% chance for G1 geomagnetic storm conditions tomorrow. So, um, also, with that being said, a solar wind stream will probably be on the uptick tomorrow, sometime in the middle of the day. And I wanted to mention that the North Atlantic SST over the past several days has seen quite the warm up. We were hovering temperatures around below and 1 degree Celsius below the baseline. Right now, as of tonight, we're up to negative 0.388 on the temperature. So it has slightly increased, almost a value of zero point 0.7. But looking at the trend right now, too, we are noticing that it is starting to flatline out and it looks like it might be declining once again. So we'll keep our eyes on about how much more it declines if it does, or if it continues to drive upwards and get to baseline where it should be. And a couple of spots I want to talk about real quick too before I let you guys go tonight. Um, we have witnessed today on the East Coast and the Midwest, parts of the South, torrential downpours in spots. Up here in New York, we're witnessing rain showers coming from the south, and it's drawing in that deep Gulf moisture. People in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, right now, you guys need to get your sump pump ready because you are getting ready to enter a heavy stream of precipitation over the next hour, and it's going to be raining buckets in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Also, two other areas to keep an eye out on tonight: Cleveland, also looking at torrential downpours starting right about now. Columbus, Ohio, just east of Columbus, and also in Athens, Ohio, there is a pocket of heavy rain that is falling right now that looks to be around the area for a while. We had some heavy precipitation down in Louisiana. Oddly enough, that precipitation is developing and going out to the Gulf. So instead of heading south to north, it's going from north to south. So heavy precipitation of rain is moving out from Louisiana into the Gulf of Mexico. And one more spot to talk about is on the panhandle of Florida. Also, we have South Carolina. And like I said before, from Baltimore to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, there is a stream of heavy rain getting ready to fall. So we've seen quite a bit of rain here in New York today. Right now, Syracuse and parts of central New York and western New York are now getting their share of the rain, but we've seen off and on downpours as probably as much as a half inch a couple different times throughout the day today. So, um, definitely we've seen this on the GFS where the GFS had the last 2 weeks of July a very wet one. And so far, Monday has actually caught me off surprise. I did not expect the kind of rain that we got today for sure. So we'll keep our eyes on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as we're scheduled to get rain out here on the East Coast for most of the East Coast and all the way through the Northeast through Friday this week. So lots of interesting stuff going on. Again, apologize for not being able to keep up with you guys. And I know there's been a lot happening in the news with the grand solar minimum related news, but right now our hands are tied with the situation on the internet, and our normal ability to broadcast has been kind of taken away temporarily. However, like I said, we should be able to do some kind of a live show on Friday night and Saturday night. We know for a fact, and then everything is pretty much by ear after that following weekend of this weekend coming up. So we hope everybody's having a great week so far. We appreciate all your patience. We're trying to keep in contact with as much as you. That way, you guys know we're doing okay. Starman, Henrik, and Rob. We keep in contact with them quite a bit. So we appreciate you guys' support. Thanks for hanging in there with us. We promise we'll get back to normal broadcasting because there's so much to talk about and a lot has happened. And I see a lot of people, um, Gwen Clark from PA, curious to know if if he's in the area where or she is in the area where all that rain is.
A lot of New Yorkers in there tonight, Jake.
I saw that. Lots of New Yorkers. So they know what we're talking about with the
Great White's in New York now. He finally moved.
wow. Well, there you go.
G White.
G White. So a lot of people here in the chat I haven't seen in a while. Of course, there's Mystery. I haven't seen her in a while. Hello, everybody. Dougie from Colorado Springs. How's it going? Let's see here. Rod. Always see him. Carlton. That's a new face. Hello, Carlton. How are you? But yeah, Tom B, thanks for guys for tuning in and just getting a little bit of an update here. I wish we could do more. I sent a message today to Rob after about 3 or 4 hours working on this project. How I miss looking up sea surface temperatures and looking at jet streams versus what we're doing right now. So we are eager to get back at it. Unfortunately, we are just in a situation where there's some work that has to be done, and unfortunately, it also means we're sacrificing a couple of conveniences right now. Gwen says she's 25 miles from Harrisburg. Yeah, it's going to get bad, and what's crazy is that the amount of rain that you guys are getting right now, it is kind of like atmospheric compression. The way this is developing right over that area, it just went from yellow to red within minutes. So I expect you guys to see buckets of water. I wouldn't be surprised if we heard about anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain falling within an hour and a half to 2 hours in that area, because it does not look like it's going to let up anytime soon. So Cleveland, just east of Cleveland right now, I believe, is getting the heavier rain, but the radar shows that there'll be more heading your way. Same with Columbus and Athens, Ohio as well. They're getting lots of rain right now. So South Carolina, parts of South Carolina are seeing it. Baltimore, it starts in Baltimore and reaches all the way to Harrisburg and beyond. So there's a lot to watch. We'll keep our eyes on as much as we can. Again, thanks everybody for continuing to stick with us, and we love you guys for the patience, and we will be back as soon as possible. We should, for real this time, should be able to do a live show on either Friday or this Saturday. So, Mario, you want to say goodbye?
I just miss you guys. I mean, it's been torture, but we will be back and we'll be better than ever.
That's right. All right, guys, take care. Have a great week, and we will check in as much as possible, give you guys updates on what's going on. Take care.